Okay, you guys, as Mr. Glado talked about, here's what your paper should roughly look like. And I was nice enough and I went ahead and color coded everything. This is following his exact outline. And as you can see, I have my introduction, so we'll see what that says. Robert Irwin is a conservationist and a wildlife photographer who continues the legacy of his father, Steve Irwin. While Robert is continuing this legacy, he continues to make an impact on wildlife and environmental awareness. Now, that red you see, that is my claim. You guys have to put your claim, and you have to make sure you put extraordinary person. So my claim is Robert Irwin is an extraordinary person because of his dedication to wildlife and his ability to inspire others worldwide through his photography, media work, and advocacy for the environment. Sound pretty good so far? Okay. Now your second paragraph is going to be early life and background. Robert Irwin was born on December 1st, 2003 in Unram, Australia. His parents are Steve and Terry Irwin, who are well-known conservationists. In addition, he has one older sister named Bindi Irwin. Robert spent most of his childhood at the Australia Zoo, which was ran by his family. To spend most of his time at the zoo, he was homeschooled. This allowed Robert to spend most of his childhood learning about animals and wildlife care. At a very young age, he was introduced to the wildlife, which deepened his interest in animals and nature. This allowed him to begin his photography with a small camera at the age of 6. So, as Mr. Glado mentioned, don't just write down your bullet points exactly how it is. Make sure you change some of the words so it's like structured well, okay? Your third paragraph is going to be accomplishments. So I have, Robert has contributed so much at a young age by raising awareness about wildlife conservation and inspiring people to care about the endangered species. He has received recognition for his work, including the People's Choice Award in the Wildlife Photographer, and has been featured in numerous publications for his wildlife images. He continues to expand his influence by working at Australia Zoo and sharing his knowledge and passion for animals through television. Does that seem like good detailed accomplishments he's done? Yeah? Okay. Legacy. Through this journey, his actions have inspired the field of wildlife conservation by encouraging people around the world to respect and protect animals and their habitats. Through his photography, television appearances, and public advocacy, he has educated so many people about the endangered species and environmental preservation. This motivates others to be able to take action in their own communities. Currently, Robert continues to expand his influence by working at Australia Zoo and demonstrating to the world that his work will continue and hopes to inspire impact in others worldwide. So Robert is still alive. Most of your guys' people won't be, but I kind of recommend putting he continues if he is following your legacy. That way we know he is alive and still continuing that. And then your conclusion is the last part of this paper. I would start it off with in conclusion, and then as you can see, that red is my claim. So when you're at your conclusion, you want to restate your claim, and it is word for word what I put in my introduction. In conclusion, Robert Irwin is an extraordinary person of his dedication to wildlife and his ability to inspire others worldwide through his photography, media, work, and advocacy for the environment. From his early years learning about animals at Australia Zoo, so I explained my early life through his accomplishments as an award-winning wildlife photographer to his ongoing advocacy work. I recommend listing kind of what you guys put at the top of your paper, like the body paragraphs, and putting it in your conclusion. That way when Mr. Glado is reading it, he knows exactly like what you guys talked about, okay? Robert has made a meaningful impact. His dedication to the environmental education and passion for wildlife demonstrates that he is not only continuing his father's legacy, but also establishing himself as an inspirational figure in his own right. So that is what I have for you guys. If it helps you color coordinate the body paragraphs, I would recommend you guys doing it. It helped me for sure, and you guys can go from there. you have any questions? Any advice from me on this paper? Okay. Well, that's it, guys. Thank you.